Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Tuesday the 20th, and today was a lovely day weather-wise, hot upon many levels of hot. I think it was 98, whatever I got done with my bike ride today. It was just crazy hot. So got this morning, got a little bit of a late start. My iTunes is screwed up on my computer. I cannot figure out how to download the new podcast. It won't even open. iTunes just doesn't open up at all. I hit the button, it bounces around like it's gonna open, never shows up, and then I can force quit it again, but it never actually does anything. So I messed with that a little bit, trying to get a new podcast on my phone for my bike ride today, and that did not happen. So I headed on my bike ride, poured myself a bowl of cereal, and realized we were out of milk, and I didn't get to the store yesterday because of the dog and different things going on and what was going on, so I did not have milk. So I dumped my cereal back in the container and said to hell with it, and I thought, no big deal, I'll be fine. And then realized that when I basically got the bike loaded up, headed out to go do my ride, I had grabbed myself a bag of peanut M&Ms to kind of eat as a breakfast, which is not the best, but it's at least some fuel. Peanuts are a little bit of protein. I'll be good enough for my ride. And then realized the fact that I did not have any food in my bag, which I usually have on my bike. I keep extra amounts of food, and I have used up my 3 reserves of food without replacing them, and I was rather disappointed in that process. So I was like, this is gonna suck. But I had 44 miles ride today, so it's not that big a deal. Luckily, there's a little, like a little carport area where the lady has some Gatorades and waters and some, different little bananas and stuff. They're always so damn ripe. I couldn't eat one of those for nothing. They're always so ripe, or so unripe. I mean, they're so green. They're not even close to ripe yet. So went ahead and I thought, well, I'll stop in there on the way down. I was carrying some extra change and some money for that purpose to make a free will donation, since she doesn't give me like a license to sell stuff, I believe. So I went ahead and bought myself some Gatorade, which is going to be a little bit of calories, and that should help get me where I'm going. Rode down on my turnaround point, came back, and it kind of worked out to where it ended up being, I think it's, 12 miles from the house, and then another 10 miles out, and then basically the 10 miles back, so it's 20 miles back to that thing again, then 12 miles back home. So it worked out well how it broke down into the process. I ended up in that spot twice. And the second time I grabbed myself a Gatorade and a Honey Stinger, which is like a waffle type thing of food. I like it. I used to buy them all the time, I eat them all the time, I runs and stuff, and I probably will actually buy myself some more of these again because I forgot how good they were, and they work well with my stomach really well. So I did make it back to the truck. Was not as well as it could have been had I been eating better, but it is what it is. I still had plenty of water, especially when I drank the 2 Gatorades in there. I had tons of water left over, so not a big deal. Nothing cold, but that kind of expected. I had finished off my 1 water by the time I got to the second time back to the aid station, and not quite topped it off, but almost finished it off. So I went ahead and dumped in my Gatorade in there. It's an insulated bottle to help keep it cold a little bit longer, which made it a little nice. I'm not drinking hot Gatorade, but it is what it is. So I went ahead, got back to the truck, got home, and realized the fact that I had to, on the way out, I saw a lady in a tadpole bike. Stopped, talked to her for a few minutes, asked her a question about her bike, got talking about random things, and her husband actually works with my wife. So we laughed and joked a little bit, gave her my card, told her we'd like to go kayaking and stuff. They were going to go out and whatnot, so we'll see if that happens. But got back to the house and realized with time frame how late it was getting, so I was out on the bike for like 4.5 hours. It was a ridiculously long ride. Went back to the house, got my run in, got myself a quick shower, changed, and I had to rush out of the house real quick to get to my wife's work, to pick her up, take her to the doctor's office. She had 2 different appointments today. Went and knocked those out. We had the regular doctor and a heart doctor both, which the one regular doctor, we're trying to figure out what's going on with her with the headaches and stuff, and we're going to order some tests. We're going to get some scans done, see if we can't find out there may be something else going on in her head that's causing these headaches, and hopefully get this solved. It sucks. I just feel bad for her because she's miserable. She has no energy. She's just tired. She's got a headache all the time. She's not sleeping well, all that fun stuff that comes with it, and she's not the bubbly, fun woman that I married. And makes me sad because there's nothing I can do to help her. That's the part that really sucks. I hate not being able to help somebody. So from there, we headed over to the heart doctor. We did a bunch of tests, the stress tests, all that stuff. Came back looking great. The battery's holding up surprisingly well because her pacemaker doesn't use it much at all. So the battery, I think it's got like 11 years life left in it now, which is awesome. I think last time we were there, it had a 10-year life left in it. So I assume the computer sees that she's using it even less, which means it should last a little bit longer. So that's a good thing. So she's in her 50s. She'll be in her 60s if it continues this rate. First, she needs the battery replaced, and hopefully they'll have better technology. And there'll be one last battery replaced until it lasts the rest of her life, is the hope. So we'll see. Hopefully it all goes well, and who knows how it goes. So got done there. We basically headed up to, actually went back at that point because we got in there early because the doctor had an earlier appointment that he had to get to, so we rushed there earlier. Grabbed my truck to go back to the house. Once we got the truck back to the house, we basically hopped in the car and headed up to Daytona to Butt by Tanger Outlet, where the lady who does her hair is now working at a different salon. She moves around a lot. She brings a lot of her clients with her, I guess. I kind of follow her from place to place, but I'm not really sure why she moves around so much, but she does. So, and she's also moving to like Chicago or Minnesota or somewhere. So my wife's got to find a new place to get her hair done. But I drove her up there. Went to an Arby's. Took us 19 minutes after we ordered and paid for our food to actually get our food. 19 minutes at a Wendy's. So it's pushed us way back. We was running late for the hair appointment, which sucks. We ended up having to take it to go. Kind of rushly, hurried through eating it, which really sucked for my wife because we went to Wendy's because we didn't want to go to a sit-down restaurant because we didn't want to take a half an hour to get our food and eat, and we could have went to a sit-down restaurant and had it faster. And the people there were just rude as shit about the whole thing. When I pointed out, I'm like, is this supposed to take 19 minutes? It's like, that's what it is. And I'm just like, what the hell? And one of the other customers even said, oh, it's always that way. It's always super slow here. And I'm like, well, you guys need to put a sign out saying the fact it's going to be a half an hour by the time you get in line, get your food ordered, and get your food. That's ridiculous for a Wendy's. Like, it should be 3 minutes. Like, there should not be a 19-minute wait. The food was fine. I had no problem with the food. It was good. It was hot. It was fresh. It was that. It was just like, come on, 19 minutes for Wendy's is ridiculous. And then not even be apologetic about it. So I don't know if they're that understaffed and they're that much just overwhelmed by it. But, like, offer me a damn free cookie or something. Like, some shit to let me know this. Or when I get there, you're going to make my order, tell me it's going to be a 20-minute wait to get your food, and I'll just move the hell on at that point. So it is what it is. But we finally got it there. I dropped her off to get her haircut. I headed over to a bicycle shop to basically check it out, looking for a tadpole. The lady I talked to today on the trails told me to go check out this place. Test rode a couple of them, that had used one there, and then a new cat trike, which she rides a cat trike, the lady I talked to today, and I kind of like the Gecko better, actually, ironically. I didn't run it very far, just around the parking lot a little bit. I might run over to one of the other bike shops in conjunction with this bike shop has where you can rent the tadpoles for like by the hour, by the day, or whatever. I'm not sure how they rent them, but I'm running over that way. It's over west of Ocala area, over on the lakes, and I'm going to go over there and probably rent one and ride around for a few hours before I drop $4,000 for a new cat trike. I want to ride one a little bit and make sure it's actually a position I'd want to set in for long periods of time, and so on and so forth. So got done with that. Head over to Sam's Club. Sam's Club, I got done with all my shopping I can get done there. They carry they're not carrying half the crap I need. I got to order it all online anymore. It really sucks. I'm not happy about that. But the people there, just since they moved to the new store, they're carrying so much less stuff to bring in more stuff. And it seems like they're going more towards they're trying to be Target and cater towards the soccer moms and less towards the industrial, cater towards a business like myself. Because all their chips are all basically nothing more than variety packs now. They don't do single, they don't even have Ruffles. They don't have Doritos. They don't have anything by itself. It's all multi-variety pack shit, which is absolutely crazy in that whole process. So it is what it is. And a lot of times I don't want the variety pack. I need, my customers want to buy just Ruffles. They don't want the variety pack crap. So it is what it is. But it just sucks. So I hung around there a little bit, waited till they closed up, headed back over because everything else was closed this late at night. And my wife got done about 8:40 or so, somewhere in that ballpark, 8:45. And I just sat in the parking lot, waited for her to get out, picked her up the door, and we headed back home. So got back here to the house, had ourselves basically a little bit of time together on the drive back, hung out a little bit there, and then I went outside and had myself a cigar while she went in and got her shower and all the fun stuff that comes with taking care of that whole process. So I went ahead, I enjoyed that, I watched a little bit of Netflix, and then I headed in and basically got myself some sleep as well. So, I did get my iTunes figured out. It took me, I have no idea what it was. I asked on Facebook for some help. So the help that you were giving me didn't make a difference. And then I have no idea what caused it to work. I have no idea what it was. I actually just while the computer was just running, I reached up and hit the power button, and then just held the power button down until the computer powered off, and then turned it back on again, which is not good. But guess what? My iTunes popped back up at that point. So I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing or who the hell knows what. So, but you guys heard me honk out. There's a lady who drives around here in a Dodge Dakota that delivers the paper and throws them on the windows, and she's the absolute worst of blocking the road. She just parks in the middle of the road. She takes up all kinds of space. She's just oblivious to anybody else around her. And what she was there was literally parked at the stop sign across the way from me as I was trying to go. And she was blocking both lanes, so I couldn't go past her at all. As she sits there and organizes her papers and stuff, so I had to like honk at her to get her to the hell of the way so she's not blocking the road from both directions. So craziness. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.